Now, 9 years ago, the country was plunged into shock. In the hands of terrorism, 147 souls lost their lives in an attack on the Garissa University. And despite this tainting the reputation of the institution immensely, the campus enrollment status is on an upper trajectory. Our reporter Sheila Chalangat visited Garissa University and brings us the story of the community's resilience and strength that has brought them together to rebuild what was broken.
The land of the Hirolas, where the savannah stretches endlessly and acacia sways gently in the breeze. Home to the only university in northern Kenya, one that was scarred 9 years ago by the dark close of terrorism.
Well, it's a day that I would normally like to remember a lot. Of course, it's a reality, but a very, very unfortunate day in the history of our county, our country for that matter. And also for my own history, a day that actually is very painful.
Enrollment at the university suffered a big blow after the attack, from about 900 students before it to barely 300 during the reopening of the campus months after the attack. Now the situation is different, boasting of over 1,700 students.
The trend of the enrollment of Garissa University for the last few years has been increasing, and we have seen so many students coming to Garissa. Majority of the students who join our university are in the School of Education. Most of them want to be teachers.
This dark history led to many shunning placement to the campus.
When I searched Garissa University on YouTube, Google, everything, I'm not seeing the picture that I want to show my parents. I'm seeing the 2015 attacks, everything's the 2015 attack. So my parents had that fear. Hadija, why are you suggesting to go to Garissa University?
I must admit it wasn't easy for me to join the institution because of the kind of notions that people have towards it, especially for those who are not from northeastern region.
This gate was the point of entry for the assailants, and for almost 16 hours, this institution that had about 900 students at the time was under siege. 147 people reportedly lost their lives, over 70 others injured, turning out to be the deadliest attack since the 1998 US Embassy bombing in Nairobi. Now it remains shut as newer security measures take effect, with a complete gazetted police post manned by armed police officers day and night. At the new gate, students and staff access the premises after having their biometrics scanned.
I've already convinced my mom, and keep in mind that mothers are the hardest to convince. So she said that I can go for the first semester, and then if she feels that it's not safe for me, I'm transferring right away. So it's already the second semester, I'm still here.
After storming the institution, the gunmen were believed to have isolated in the female hostels. For this one in particular, tales of what transpired behind these walls are quite chilling.
These images are printed in our minds. Every day before I sleep, I scheme of how I can run away. If they come, I think of that before I fall asleep. But then I'm always sure that I'm safe, because at night we have security men going around. You can even wake up at 3 and you'll meet them outside, and they'll be like, "Uko sawa?"
On June 19, 2019, a Garissa court convicted 3 suspects over the massacre, found guilty of conspiracy to commit the attack. And so there is a quest to rewrite its narrative and reclaim its identity.
Fear is a spirit. Personally, fear is a spirit. And I would want to let people know that let us not hear from people. Come. People say you may not know how deep the sea is until you get there.
On a monument constructed in remembrance of the 147 souls lost, one line inscribed on it in part reads, "The power of education will never be silenced, even by the deadliest gun." And it is ingrained in many here.
Garissa University has become an epitome of peace. Garissa University has become a center where people can learn to embrace each other.
It's a community, yeah. Where I'm saying Garissa University is a community is all of us know each other. And if one person was to miss, more than 10 people will know that that person is not in the school.
And so only time will heal the wounds as this institution tries to live up to its tagline of being an oasis of innovation.
The university has come back to full swing, and that unfortunate picture, I hope, will just be thrown into the past.
With each brick laid and each lesson learnt, this institution is forging a new path thanks to those who have refused to be defined by fear. This holds echo the promise of a brighter tomorrow, founded on the unbreakable bonds of solidarity. Sheila Chelanget for TV 47 in Garissa County.